Hi, Sharon. Please have a seat.
Hi, Pablo. Thank you.
So, what interests you about the company?
So, EY is constantly rated as one of the best companies to work for across a variety of platforms. I really appreciate the culture, the emphasis on creating a diverse culture, and allowing employees to build and develop their own professional skills.
So, in what kind of work environment do you best perform?
I feel like I am very flexible when it comes to my work environment. I like working with a team that is passionate and driven and willing to help one another if needed, but mainly stays focused on one's individual tasks. Being on a team where I feel a strong sense of unity is more important to me than the pace or the structure of my work environment. If I were to focus on the structure of my work environment, I prefer having my own quiet space where I can focus on my work without any unnecessary distractions. While I do prefer that, I also feel comfortable working in a louder, more social environment.
So, do you work better in a group or do you prefer leadership roles?
I have extensive experience in both groups and in leadership roles, but I do feel more comfortable working in a leadership position. If I'm on a team submitting a project, I want our work to be held to a high standard. In a leadership position, I feel that I'm able to oversee that our work exceeds my own standards and that it's something that I would be proud to show to a superior. As a member of a team, it's much more difficult to ensure that the work that I am also being held accountable for is held to my standards.
So, how did you become interested in this field of finance?
As a kid, I always remember seeing my family struggling financially. And as I grew up, I remember wondering how my family could better manage their finances in order to become more successful. This eventually turned into an interest in becoming a financial advisor. I have always been budget-oriented and shown an interest in my own financial growth. I want to be a financial advisor in order to help others, whether it's in the corporate or the private sector, to help them with their finances and becoming financially successful.
So, can you describe the kind of relationship that should exist between a supervisor and supervisee?
In this type of relationship, it's very important for both parties to have respect for each other and have open communication. A supervisor should respect their employee, while the supervisee should have respect for the leader's position and their ability to manage or delegate tasks. When there's open communication in this type of relationship, both parties become more approachable, encourage a better sense of community, and build trust among the team members.
So, how would you describe yourself?
If I were to describe myself, I would say that I'm driven, passionate, and task-oriented. I have an analytical eye that helps me to be precise in my work. When I'm presented with a challenge, I face it head on. I am definitely the type of person that is encouraged and not intimidated by challenges, and I find that it motivates me to have deadlines. I am known to seek out these types of challenges as I believe that it helps me to thrive in my environment.
So, what criteria do you evaluate a company that you hope to work for?
When I'm pinpointing my job search and evaluating these companies, I feel that there are several criteria and points of importance to look for. The first one being I value a diverse team and a workplace that shows equitable behavior and compensation towards female employees. I also find benefits aside from compensation to be important, such as pay time off and company match pension plans in order to start saving up for my retirement.
Great. So that's going to be all for questions. Do you have any questions for me?
So when should I expect, what's the next step in the hiring process?
So we'll have HR get back to you in a follow-up phone call within a week.
Great, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.